Hey guys, so grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab whatever it is that you drink in the morning. You guys know the drill by now, because this is another video for our coffee time series. I know I haven't done one in about a week and a half. Basically, I needed time in order to kind of refresh and recharge my mind, basically, so then I can come up with more new and unique topics in order to discuss with you guys. And I have also been trying for the past couple of days in order to do this video, and my batteries kept on dying. So I took the time in order to recharge them all so they're all freshly charged, so then we won't be having that problem. Basically, a few days prior, I'd say about late last week, I started having questions pop up into my head. Questions that I didn't really think about. They just kind of randomly popped up. And although I haven't been able in order to sit down and meditate and answer these questions for myself as of yet, I thought that would be interesting to share them with you. Basically, the questions that came about were, what is your divine truth? What is your spiritual truth? What do you deep down into your core believe? What do you think? What are your foundations? What can you say without a doubt that this is what I believe, this is what I stand for, this is who I am? And that's basically what came into my head. Again, these aren't questions that have come up before. Yes, I have had questions personally for myself of, who am I? And finding out who you are is not just saying, well, I'm Jessica, me. Because that doesn't describe you. Your name is but a label that identifies who you are. Someone calls out your name, you turn around, even though there might be 5 other people named Jessica around you, or whatever your name may be. It identifies who you are. But it does not identify your core. It does not identify your spirit, your heart. So that's basically the questions that came to me. What is your divine truth, your spiritual truth? Finding out who you are is kind of digging down deep past the surface layers, past your personality, past your traits, kind of pushing everything aside and being open-minded, open-hearted, and basically open-souled to, number one, what your soul has to tell you, number two, what your guardians and your teachers have to tell you, or your guides, whatever, same difference, basically, and basically what the gods in the universe have to tell you. So basically, you're opening yourself up, you're giving out this question, and you receive these answers. Now, it may not be an answer that you were expecting, and they may kind of brush off the original question and give you a different answer for a completely different question because you are not ready for the answer for your original question, if that makes sense. Kind of, one day I did a meditation, and there were 3 questions that came up into my head. I can't remember the third one, but 2 of them was, who am I and what is my purpose? Who am I was, I do not fully know who I am, but I didn't get an answer for that. I had to basically go down deeper and spend more time in order to know myself even more, because you can't just learn yourself in a day. I mean, yes, it's yourself and you should know yourself, but that is not always the case. So, basically my point is, what is my purpose? My other question was not answered. Basically, I was told that in order for me to understand my purpose, I must know myself. I must know myself and know what I am capable of doing before I can know my purpose, basically within this life. Now, one of my purposes, I already know, is gaining knowledge and wisdom. And my ways of doing so is, of course, through research, reading, of course I go through YouTube, finding other people's opinions and other stuff like that, broad, different topics. Typically under the same umbrella of paganism, considering that that is my main study. That is my main topic of study. But everything that I go for is basically underneath that umbrella. Sorry. But, oh yes, and, sorry. And the other way that I gain knowledge and wisdom is by putting myself out there, doing my videos and basically sharing it. What I do is I take my link, once it's fully uploaded, processed, whatever, and I share it among the groups that I am a part of. Basically trying to get people not to discuss these topics, so then I can gain their opinions and in a way kind of see if I can, not if I can, but if someone says something that's very interesting, I take it into consideration, and sometimes I take it into basically my practice. So I'm gaining wisdom by discussing with different pagans and networking with them. So that is one of the main reasons for why I have my channel and why I have my videos. Back to the main. As I said, what is your divine truth? What is your spiritual truth? What do you believe in? What is your foundation? Just kind of brush off all the surface levels and dig down deeper. Dig down deep into yourself in order to find the answers. But always know that you may not get an answer that you were expecting, or they may give you a completely different answer than what you were asking. Because when it comes to any type of spirit, whether it be gods or guardians, guides, teachers, they will tell you what you need to know, not necessarily what you want to know. If they are telling you something that you want to know, like you ask a question, this is the answer that you're looking for, that is typically your conscience answering you, and not your guides or your gods. As I said, keep yourself open, and you'll receive some sort of answer. I cannot tell you what type of answer that you will receive, because it's kind of like advertisements. Results will vary. The universe is not guaranteed, it's not a contract, so you don't really know what you're gonna get. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. And yes, I just quoted Forrest Gump. How many people do not know that quote? But it's the same damn concept. But anyway, I don't want this video to be too drawn out. I mean, they're mainly questions. Sharing the questions that came up into my head. So, and yes, I have my coffee. Yet again, I stole one of Dad's mugs, but he's gotten over it years ago. So, thank you for watching. Discuss, if you don't want to share personal experiences, obviously you do not have to. That is not a requirement. If you wish, that is something different. That is of your own will. Comment, message, video response, any other interesting questions that you may have had pop up into your head recently, or maybe something in the past that you still find intriguing that you wish to share. Share it. Any type of spiritual questions, basically. So yes, thank you for watching, and I look forward to discussing with you yet again, and even more. Love and blessings.